Hi, thanks for joining us today. My name is Valerie and I will be guiding you through a gentle yoga class for the next 45 minutes or so. Feel free to modify as much as you need. Use any props that you have at home. If you have yoga blocks or pillows, blankets, make this your time to reconnect with yourself. So we'll get started in a seat today. If you have blocks, you can use them or pillows and just place it right underneath your seat and cross your legs so that it feels comfortable for you. You can bring your knees down if that feels okay. If you have any lower back pain today or knee issues, feel free to extend your legs forward or bring your feet on the floor. The main thing is to be able to sit up nice and tall with a nice long spine. Lean your torso slightly back. Have your palms right on your thighs. Lengthen your spine, lift through the crown of your head, and just allow your eyes to close if they haven't closed already. Just tune in to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice if your breath is passing through your nose or through your mouth. Is it a short and shallow breath, hanging out in your chest, your throat? Or is it a more deep, expansive breath traveling all the way to your belly? Without trying to change your breath in any way, just observe it. And feel your breath. Our breath is vital to your existence, yet we rarely give it any attention, any appreciation. And take a few rounds of cleansing breath. So just open your mouth and exhale wherever you're at. Begin empty all the way out. Then through your nose, inhale a big expansive breath. Fill your belly like a big balloon. Hold full at the top. And open mouth, exhale, release it all the way out. Again, inhale through your nose, fill up through your belly, your ribs, your chest. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, big inhale. And open mouth, exhale. Feel free to sigh it out. And then seal off your lips, guide your breath in and out through your nose. Maintain that same expansiveness on your inhales. And lengthen out your exhales. Now maintain this deep, steady breath as we move through class today. Know that it is the breath that makes this yoga. It's not so much about what you do with your physical body, but the awareness and the quality that you bring to your breath. So anytime you notice you're holding your breath or clenching your jaw, let that be a sign that you've gone too far. Remember, you can modify as much as you need to make this feel good for you today. Now bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your chin towards your chest. And just take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. So what is it that brought you here to your mat? What is it that you'd like to cultivate, either in your yoga practice or in the bigger picture of your life? And just like your breath, allow this intention to be your guide as we move through class. And open your eyes. Release your arms down by your side body. Inhale, shrug your shoulders high to your ears, fill all the way up. And open mouth, exhale, release. One more time, big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Seal off your lips. Inhale, sweep both arms high overhead, palms together. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, send your prayer straight up to the sky. Option to lift your gaze. And exhale, release your hands back down by your side. One more time, big inhale, palms together. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, send your prayer straight up to the sky, biceps by your ears. And exhale, release your hands down by your side. Now this time, inhale, just reach for the sky. Keep your palms apart. Your exhale, release your left hand down by your left side body. Root down through your right hip. Inhale, reach up, find length. And exhale, lean towards the left. Soften into your left elbow. Wrap your right shoulder back, chin away from your chest. Just deepen your breath. Keep nice and soft across your face and your jaw. Now inhale, rise back through center, reach both arms high, and exhale your right hand down towards the earth. Root down through your left hip, inhale, find length, and exhale, lean towards the right. Keep pulling your left hip down into the earth or into your pillow, your block. Inhale, rise back through center. We're going to flow with the breath. Exhale to the left, left hand down. Inhale, back through center, lift and find length, and exhale to the right. Now inhale, come back through center. This time rotate towards the left. Bring your left hand right at the base of your spine, right hand across your lap. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift through the crown of your head. And exhale, deepen your rotation. If it feels good in your neck, send your gaze back over your left shoulder. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. And on your exhales, deepen into your twist. Now inhale, rise back through center, reach both arms to the sky. And exhale to the right, release your right hand at the base of your spine, left hand across your lap. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale to rotate. This time, if it feels good in your neck, look back over your right shoulder. And just stay with your breath. Notice any differences on this side of your body. Inhale, come back through center, reach both arms high to the sky. On your exhale, place your hands behind your back to the top of your sacrum. Now squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, lean back, lift your heart towards the sky. Deepen your breath. If it feels good in your neck, you can send your gaze along the ceiling towards the back of the room. Maintain space and control behind your neck. Inhale, rise back through center. Slide your hands towards your knees. Exhale, curl your chin towards your chest, round your back body. Inhale, slide your palms up to your hips. Squeeze your elbows together behind you. Pull your heart forward. And exhale, round it out, chin towards your chest, navel towards your spine. One more time. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heart. And exhale, round it out. Inhale, rise back through center. And use your exhale to just roll over your knees. Move your blocks, if you have them, towards the top of your mat. And come right into a tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders right over your wrist, hips over your knees. And if you want more spaciousness across your chest and your shoulders, you can bring your hands a little bit wider. Just check out your index fingers. Make sure they're pointing forward. Look back between your thighs. See that your feet disappear behind your legs. And inhale, lift your gaze to the sky, sink your belly down low, cow pose. And exhale, push your hands into the earth, round your back body, bring your chin towards your chest, navel towards your spine. Inhale, cow pose, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. And exhale, round it out, pull your navel up and in. Now continue to flow with your breath, moving through cat-cow. Just focus on this flexion, extension of your spine. Keep your shoulders right over your wrist, hips over your knees. On your inhale, traction your hands towards your knees to pull your heart forward. Anytime throughout class, know that you can close your eyes, really dive into the sensation. And just take one more full round of breath wherever you're at. And then come right back into tabletop pose. And from tabletop pose, walk your hands one palm print forward. Lengthen your legs back behind you so you can lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes towards the back of the room. Press the tops of your feet down into your mat. Now keep your hands right underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows in tight. Now press the tops of your feet down into your mat. Press your hips down. See if you can lift your knees up and away from the earth. With little to no weight in your hands, inhale, lift your chest, your heart, gaze right over the tip of your nose, baby cobra. And exhale, lower all the way back down to the floor. One more time like that. Press your feet down. Inhale, lift from the back of your heart. And exhale to release. Now slide your hands back a few inches towards your waist. Keep squeezing your elbows in tight. Press your feet down. Inhale, lift from the back of your heart. When you can lift no more, then press into your hands. Lengthen your arms for cobra. Wrap your shoulder blades, your elbows back. Pull your heart forward. One more inhale. And exhale, lower all the way back down onto your belly. Now use your inhale to guide yourself back up to a tabletop pose. Come onto all fours. And then curl your toes, lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Now find some movement here in your first downward facing dog. You're looking to create an upside down V shape with your body. And pedal out your knees, wag your tail side to side. If it feels good, shake your head out yes and no. And then when you are ready, settle into stillness. Feet can be about hips distance apart, but if you're feeling tight today, separate your feet a little bit wider. Hands can be shoulder width or wider, but stay really active through all 10 fingers. Press your knuckles firmly into your mat. Now find a soft bend to your knees and then press your chest back towards your thighs to melt your chest between your arms. Stay really active through all 10 fingers. It doesn't matter if your heels ever reach the earth or not. And deepen your breath. And take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Use your entire exhale to walk to the top of the mat. Come into a forward fold. Keep your feet hips distance apart. Bend your knees as much as you need to release any tension from your upper back. Shake your head out yes and no. Come back through center. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Slide your hands up to your shins. And wrap your shoulder blades together behind your back. Extend your tailbone back, the crown of your head forward. Remove any bend or any roundness through your back body. Remember, keep your knees nice and soft if needed. Gaze right down at the earth. Take one more inhale. And exhale, release, forward fold. Carry that length with you as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your shins. And exhale, release to fold. Now bend your knees a lot. Melt your chest right on top of your thighs. Reach for opposite elbow, ragdoll pose. So bend your knees even deeper here. If you're feeling tight today, you want to bend your knees a lot. If you want more support, you can bring your hands to your hips. If it feels good, sway side to side. And then come back through center. With your knees bent, just bring your hands to your hips. Point your elbows high to the sky. Press down through your feet. Inhale, lift from the back of your head. Come all the way up to stand. And exhale, release your hands down by your side body. Inhale, shrug your shoulders high to your ears. Open mouth, exhale, release, let it go. And close your eyes. Pause here for a moment. Root down through all four corners of your feet, so lift your toes up and away from the earth. Press down through your big toe ball mound, your pinky toe ball mound, and the inner and outer edge of your heel. When you have that connection, spread your toes nice and wide, lower your toes back down onto your mat. Lift through the crown of your head, lengthen your spine, and bring your hands to your heart. And just tune in for a moment. Notice any subtle shifts, either physically or energetically, from the start of your practice today. And let this be a new starting point as you move forward. And open your eyes. Inhale, sweep both arms high overhead, palms together. You bend your knees on your exhale, swan dive forward, lead with your heart, release to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in your spine, pull your heart towards your toes, and exhale, release to forward fold. Bend your knees, reverse your swan dive, sweep your arms back, wide and up, palms together overhead, and exhale, hands to your heart. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and up, palms together. Bend your knees, exhale, dive forward, lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. And exhale, fold, bend your knees, reverse swan dive, sweep your arms back, wide and up, palms together overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Now inhale, sweep your arms wide, keep your palms apart. On your exhale, release your left hand to your left hip. Inhale, reach up, find length through your right side body. And exhale, lean towards the left. Root down through your right heel. Wrap your right shoulder back, chin away from your chest. With every inhale, lift and lengthen. On your exhales, deepen into your side bend, but maintain space on your left side body. Inhale, rise back through center, reach both arms to the sky. And exhale, release your right hand to your hip. Press down through your left heel. Inhale, reach for the sky, find length. And exhale, lean towards the right. Lift your chin away from your chest, open through your throat. Inhale, rise back through center, reach both arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your back to the top of your sacrum. Now separate your feet hips distance if they're not there already. Find a soft bend to your knees. Squeeze your elbows together behind your heart. Inhale, lean back, lift your heart to the sky. Very gently guide your hips forward. Think more about lifting your heart with every inhale as opposed to bending backwards. If it feels good in your neck, trace your gaze along the ceiling towards the back of the room. Inhale, rise back through center very gently. Bend your knees. Exhale, dive forward. Slide your hands down the backs of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold, plant your palms. Now if you're using blocks, you can place your blocks right underneath your hands for support to bring the floor a little bit closer. Step your left foot back. Keep your right foot forward. Release your left knee all the way down onto the floor. Come into a low lunge. Now walk your right foot forward so your heel stays in front of your knee. Use your blocks for support if you have them, or you can bring your hand to your front thigh. Lift yourself up to a low lunge. Then bring your hands to your hips. Find your stability here. If you're wobbling side to side, holding your breath, and toe heel your right foot a little bit wider towards the right on your mat. You'll find more stability here, more balance. Squeeze your inner thighs towards the midline. Now for support, keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky, biceps by your ears. Now at any time, if you're holding your breath, clenching your jaw, bring your hands right back down onto your hips. With every inhale, lengthen your spine, reach for the sky. Just take one more big inhale. On your exhale, release your hands down, frame your front foot. Again, feel free to use your blocks. Flip over your block to its lowest level, right underneath your left palm. Stack your shoulder over your wrist. And bring your right hand to your hip, then wrap your right shoulder back. Now you can stay here. If you want to challenge your balance, feel free to curl your left toes and lift your knee, but know that it's not necessary. Any point you're clenching your jaw or tensing your body, know that you've gone too far. Option to reach your right hand towards the back of the room. Wherever you're at, just stay with your breath. One more inhale. And exhale, release your right hand down. Lower your left knee back down onto your mat. Bring your hands back up to your hips. Rise through center. Inhale. On your exhale, just sink into your lunge, lift your heart. Inhale, reach your arms back up to the sky, biceps by your ears. And exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Now, if that doesn't feel good to have your fingers interlaced, you can reach for opposite wrist or bring your hands to your sacrum. But squeeze your elbows, your shoulder blades together behind your heart. And inhale, lift your gaze to the sky. Notice what happens to your breath. One more big inhale. Your exhale, release your hands back down to the floor or to your blocks. Curl your left toes, lift your knee. Take as many steps as you need to bring your left foot forward. Come right back into forward fold. Shake your head out, yes and no. And pedal your knees out. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot. Curl your chin towards your chest, navel towards your spine. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Head and neck arrive last. You reach the top, soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, sweep both arms high overhead, palms together. And exhale, hands to your heart. Again, inhale, sweep both arms high, reach for the sky. Bend your knees, exhale, swan dive forward. Lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. And exhale, fold, plant your palms, step your right foot back this time. Release your right knee down onto your mat. Toe heel your left foot forward, bring your heel in front of your knee. If you want extra stability on this side, bring your left foot a little bit more towards the left side. Then bring your hands to your front thigh or your hips, rise all the way up through center. And find your foundation first, deepen your breath. Then inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Stay nice and active through your fingertips. Rotate your palms so your pinkies come in towards the midline. Open up through the back of your heart. Just deepen your breath. One more big inhale. And exhale, hands down to frame your front foot. If you're using a block, place a block right underneath your right shoulder. Stack your shoulder over your wrist, left hand to your hip. Wrap your left shoulder back. Now find a scissoring action with your legs, so pull your left hip back, your right hip forward to come a little bit deeper into your twist. If you want to challenge your balance on this side, add a little bit more heat, then curl your right toes and lift your right knee up and away from the earth. Wherever you're at, just stay with your breath. Option to extend your left arm towards the back of the room, open across your chest and your shoulder. Just take one more big inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down, lower your right knee if it's lifted. Then inhale, rise back through center, hands to your hips. And exhale just to settle into your pose. Inhale, reach your arms high, biceps by your ears. Exhale, hands behind your back. If you're interlacing your fingers, take the opposite grip. So your second favorite thumb on top. Squeeze your palms, your elbows, your shoulder blades together. Lean back, big inhale, open your heart. And settle in on your exhales, root down through your lower body. Lift your heart with every inhale. One more big inhale. And exhale, release your hands. Bring your hands back to your blocks. Curl your right toes, lift your knee, and walk your right foot forward. Come right back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, point your elbows to the sky. Bend your knees a lot here, melt your chest right on top of your thighs. Lift your chin away from your chest. Lift from the back of your head, come all the way up to stand. Now keep your hands on your hips, feet hips distance apart if they're not there already. Then slide your left foot back and then pivot to face the left. So now adjust your feet so they're in a line on your mat. Turn your toes slightly in, heels out. With your toes turned in, without moving your left foot or your left leg, pivot your right foot forward, and then bend deep into your right knee. Now keep your hands on your hips to start. Check out your right foot. Make sure that it's right underneath your knee. If not, adjust your foot to match your knee. And sink deep into your lunge. Press down through your left pinky toe. Then reach your arms to the horizon, warrior two. And gaze softly forward over your right fingertips. Energetically pull yourself in every direction, so separate your feet on your mat like you're trying to rip your mat in two pieces. Lift through the crown of your head, root down through your tailbone, and deepen your breath. Now lengthen through your right leg. Inhale, bring your hands together to your heart. And exhale, sink right back into warrior two. Two more times like that. Inhale, feel free to close your eyes on this. And exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, bring everything into your heart. And exhale, send it away. Now slide your left palm down your back thigh, right bicep by your ear, dancing warrior. If you want a little release in your front leg, you can lengthen through your right leg. Keep little weight in your left hand, lift out of your waistline. Just take another big inhale. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot to your blocks or to the earth. Step your left foot forward and come right back into forward fold. And pedal out your knees, shake your head out, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, release to forward fold. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Keep a light sliver between your heels. Bend your knees a lot. Sink your hips down really low. And bring all of the weight into your heels. Inhale, lift your chest, your heart, your arms, chair pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Take a look back down over your knees. You should be able to see all of your toes. If you have no toes, then send your hips back even further until you can see them. If you have any knee pain, don't think about going so deep. Think more about going back with your hips. Keep your heart lifted and open. Soft face and jaw, deep breath. Just take one more inhale. Press down through your feet, rise tall, reach for the sky, big full body stretch. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep both arms wide overhead, palms together. Bend your knees, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, separate your feet, hips distance apart. And exhale, fold, bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows to the sky, press down through your feet, inhale, rise from the back of your head. Come all the way up to stand. On your exhale, this time step your right foot back, and then pivot towards the right. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. Once you turn to the right, have your toes pointed in, heels out. Make sure your feet are in a line, so your toes, your heels. Press down through the outer edges of your feet. Lift from the medial arches to engage your inner thighs. Now keep your right foot where it is. Pivot your left foot forward. Bend deep into your left knee. Now keep guiding your right hip back. Check out your front knee. If it's not over your toes, if it's coming in past the midline, just adjust your foot to match your knee. And then reach your arms to the horizon. Warrior two. So gaze softly over your left fingers. Keep pressing down through your right pinky toe. Lift through the crown of your head and breathe. Now lengthen through your front leg. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. And exhale, send it away. Warrior two. Two more times with your breath. Inhale and exhale it out. One more time, inhale and exhale. Now pause here in your warrior two. Slide your right hand down your back thigh, left bicep by your ear, dancing warrior. Again, if you want that extra flush, that release through your front leg, then lengthen out your left leg. Keep little weight in your right hand. On your inhales, lift and lengthen your left side body. Just take one more big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your blocks or to your mat. Step your right foot forward and come back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your mat. Step your feet back to a tabletop pose. Lower your knees down onto the earth. Now bring your big toes together to touch. Sit back towards your heels. Crawl your hands forward and melt your chest towards the earth for child's pose. Now your knees can be wide or narrow in this pose, whatever feels better in your body. If you have a big space beneath your forehead, feel free to slide a pillow or a block. But deepen into your breath here. Allow your upper body to just soften down towards the earth. And tune right back into your breath. Tune right back into your intention. Notice any subtle shifts from the start of practice today, either physically or energetically. And allow this to be a new starting point. Remember that every breath, every moment is an opportunity to begin again. Very slowly roll yourself up to a seat and then swing your legs around. Bring your feet towards the top of your mat. Just pedal out your knees, get the blood flowing. Now bring your legs all the way together to touch. Flex your ankles, so pull your toes back towards your shins. Bring your hands by your side body. Lift your spine, lengthen through the top of your head. If you have any back pain today, find a deep bend to your knees. Take another inhale, lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, pull your heart forward. Root your tailbone down and back. Now crawl your hands towards the top of your mat. Keep a nice long spine. Take another inhale, lift and lengthen. Pull your heart towards your toes. And exhale, fold over your legs. Soften your upper body and bring your chin towards your chest. Now keep your knees as bent as you need to provide support through your lower back. If you feel any pain at any time, any pulling through your back, then bend your knees a lot or come all the way out of the pose. Just soften your upper body as much as possible, chin towards your chest. And just breathe, deepen your breath. And slowly roll yourself back up to a seat. And slide your hands back behind you, lengthen your legs, point your toes forward. And press down through your fingertips. Inhale, lift your hips just for one breath, lift your heart. And exhale, lower right back down onto the earth. Bend your knees, slide your feet in so they're about hips distance apart. Reach for the backs of your thighs. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. On your exhale, lower all the way down onto the earth. Now when you reach your back body, hug your knees right in towards your chest. Melt your lower back down into your mat, rock side to side. Release your lower back, give yourself a little massage. Now keep your right knee hugged in, extend your left leg long, lower it all the way down to the earth. Find a dorsiflexion through your ankle, so pull your toes up and in. Stay really active through your feet. Bring your right knee wide around your rib cage in towards your right armpit. Create some compression through your hip joint. Root your left hip down into the earth. For more support, you can bend your left knee and slide your foot right underneath your knee. Keep your upper body nice and soft. Now hold on to your right knee with your left hand. Open your right arm wide. Release your right arm all the way down to the floor. Then use your left hand to pull your right knee all the way across your body for a supine twist. Now it doesn't matter how far you pull your knee. Think more about rooting down through your right shoulder. Soften through your belly. Soften through your face and your jaw. Very gently come back through center. Pull both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock side to side. And keep your left knee hugged in. Release your right leg long. Lower it all the way down onto your mat. Flex your ankles by pulling your toes up and in. And then wrap your right knee wide around your rib cage towards your armpit to create that compression. Stay really active through your bottom leg, root down through your right hip. If you want the support on this side, you can bend your right knee. Now release your right arm open wide. Release your left arm open wide. Use your right hand to grab your right knee, pull it all the way across your body. Gaze in any direction that feels good in your neck. Keep your belly nice and soft. With every inhale, fill up, create space. And use your exhale to twist a little bit deeper into that space. And come back through center. Hug both knees in, rock side to side, just to neutralize your spine. And release your feet back down onto your mat, about hips distance apart. Have your knees right over your heels. Pigeon toe your feet, so turn your toes slightly in. Release your arms down by your side body. And then scoot your fingertips towards your heels to release your shoulders away from your ears. With your chin away from your chest, keep your gaze directly overhead. Press down through your heels, your shoulders, your head. Lift your hips for bridge pose. Now keep your chin away from your chest, but lift your chest closer towards your chin. Engage your inner thighs as if you're squeezing onto a block or a pillow. Just take one more inhale. And slowly exhale, lower your upper, middle, and lower back down towards the floor. Separate your feet wide, about mat's distance apart. Bring your knees together to touch. And place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just close your eyes for a moment. Reconnect to your breath. And reconnect to your intention. Once again, notice any subtle shifts. Release your arms down by your side body. Keep your feet wide. Just separate your knees and then rock your knees side to side on your mat. You can open your arms a little bit wider for more support. And then allow your knees to stay over towards the right, feet towards the left. Root down through your left shoulder. And then come back through center, rock side to side a few more times. And when you're ready, keep your knees towards the left, feet to the right. This time root down through your right shoulder and gaze in any direction that feels good. Come back through center. You can rock side to side if you want to pull your knees in or keep your feet on the floor. Just neutralize your spine, neutralize your hips. And then pull everything into a tight ball. Bring your knees all the way towards your chest. Curl your chin in, forehead towards your knees. Take a big full inhale, the biggest, fullest breath of your day, and hold full at the top. Open mouth, exhale, release. Let everything go. Lengthen your legs, your arms by your side. Take up lots of space on your mat. Now, if you have any lower back pain today, feel free to bend your knees and keep your feet on the floor. But allow your eyes to close if they haven't done so already. Move anything out of your way that might cause a distraction. So any of your props, if you have a water bottle or even a hair elastic, give yourself permission to completely let go. It's not too often we give ourselves permission to rest and to be still. So take as much time as you need. And when you're ready, you can slowly make your way back out and integrate back into your day. I thank you all for joining us today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.